Good afternoon, Sam Hyder. My name is Mihiraa. Let's start the warm-up session. What are the qualities that a nurse should possess?
Of course, a nurse should possess a variety of qualities. First of all, she should possess excellent communication skills which help them not only to gather clinical data but also to maintain an effective relationship with other team members. Secondly, problem-solving and critical thinking skills are essential for nurses to deal with emergencies and difficult situations. Other qualities such as punctuality, dedication, honesty, and competency are also pivotal for nurses.
Do you have a role model?
Yes, I do. My role model is my mother. I follow many things that my mother does. It is from my mother I learned the basics of kind behavior, decision-making, and organizing skills, a polite and humble manner, helping and sharing mentality. The care and respect she gives to everyone makes me wonder sometimes. She is a perfect example of womanhood. I believe a nurse should possess all these qualities. She is my superhero.
Which is your favorite destination? Why?
My dream destination is Australia. The first and foremost thing is that Australia has a world-class healthcare system and I can be a part of it. Secondly, the country has a better standard of living and economic and political stability. Besides, here nurses are paid well and respected too. In addition, I have many friends and relatives over there so they can help me during my initial days.
What are the current trends in your profession?
Nursing is a dynamic profession and changes happen daily. Nowadays technology plays a vital role in my profession. For instance, paper records that we used in older days have been updated to electronic records. Besides, at present, we are following evidence-based practice, which means there is a scientific rationale for every procedure. Moreover, in present days a nurse can function as a nurse practitioner, which is equivalent to the position of a physician.
What are the pieces of advice for the upcoming nurses?
As a nurse, I can give a bunch of advice to upcoming nurses. Firstly, I advise them to love their profession. If anyone loves their profession, they can carry out their responsibilities in an efficient manner without complaints. Apart from that, I advise them to be dedicated to their profession and maintain professional standards. These are very essential because a nurse should abide by nursing ethics on any grounds. These are a few pieces of advice that I like to give to future nurses.
Your preparation time is over. You can now start your role play.
Hi, I'm Sam, one of the nurses here in the emergency department. What brings you here today?
I had a bike accident.
I'm so sorry to hear that. May I know your name and age for the records, please?
My name is Mihiraa, and I am 35 years old. Thank you for the details. I understand you're in a lot of pain right now, and I'm really sorry you're going through this. We're going to do everything we can to help you feel better as soon as possible. Mihiraa, I'd like to ask you a few questions to understand what's happened, if that's okay? Yeah, it's really bad, my shoulder. That sounds painful. Let's start by getting some more details. Mihiraa, could you tell me in detail about the accident? Yeah, the road was a bit slippery and my bike skidded on braking. I always wear a helmet and maintain speed limits, thankfully. I didn't pass out or anything, but I scraped my arms and legs pretty badly. The skin's torn in a few places, but this shoulder, it's the worst.
I'm glad to hear you were wearing a helmet and obeying traffic rules. That's really important. Now, it sounds like your shoulder is causing you the most pain. Have you done anything to care for the injuries since the accident, Mihiraa?
Yeah, I put a cold compress on the shoulder right after it happened and took paracetamol for pain relief. It didn't help much, though.
That was a good move to try and manage the pain and swelling with a cold compress and paracetamol. It can sometimes help a bit, but it sounds like you're still in a lot of pain. Could you rate your pain on a pain scale of 0 to 10, where 0 is the least and 10 is the worst pain?
Yes, it is 10, no doubt, it's the worst of it.
That's a very high pain rating, Mihiraa. I'm sorry to hear you're in so much discomfort. Before we explore treatment options, could you tell me a bit about your medical history?
No, I'm generally healthy, nothing long-term. But my shoulder has been giving me trouble for a while now, actually. It's been aching on and off, and now with this accident, it's just unbearable.
I see. It's important that we know about that history, especially since shoulder injuries can sometimes be recurring. Mihiraa, I'll make sure the doctor is aware of this ongoing issue. For now, it's likely that this accident has aggravated your previous injury, which could be why it feels so severe right now.
Okay, so what happens next? What should I do?
Yes, I will tell you about the treatment procedures, Mihiraa. Next, the doctor will come to examine you and your shoulder more closely. They'll probably order an X-ray to check if there's any bone or tendon damage, especially given the pain you're describing and your previous shoulder problems. Once we have those results, we'll be able to figure out the best treatment plan. In the meantime, we can start by managing your pain a bit better with some stronger medication. Do you have any questions or concerns about what we'll be doing?
Okay, it sounds a bit time-taking one. How long will all this take? I mean, will I have to wait long?
Mihiraa, I can't give you an exact time, I'm afraid, as it depends on how many emergency cases are ahead of you and when the doctor becomes available. But we'll do our best to see you as soon as we can. I understand that waiting can be uncomfortable, but are you willing to stay and wait for the doctor? It's important we get this checked properly.
Yeah, I'll wait. I just hope it's not too long.
Thank you for your patience, Mihiraa. Well, Mihiraa, just to confirm that I have all the details right so far. You had a bike accident on a slippery road where your bike skidded, but thankfully, you were wearing a helmet and didn't lose consciousness. You've mentioned that while you've scraped your arms and legs, the worst pain is in your shoulder, which has been giving you trouble for a while now. After the accident, you tried a cold compress and took paracetamol, but it didn't help much. You're currently rating your pain as a 10 out of 10, which sounds extremely uncomfortable. You've also mentioned that you're generally healthy, with no long-term conditions or allergies, but your shoulder has been aching on and off since this incident. Based on that, I'll ensure the doctor is informed about your previous shoulder issues. For now, the plan is for the doctor to examine you and probably order an X-ray to check for any damage to the bones or tendons, and will manage your pain better in the meantime. You've expressed concern about how long it will take, but while I can't give you an exact waiting time, we'll keep you updated and do our best to see you as soon as possible. Does that sound accurate to you, Mihiraa? And is there anything else you'd like to clarify or add?
No, you have it all.
Thank you for your confirmation. We'll keep you updated along the way. Let me know if your pain becomes worse, and we'll get you something to help with that.